This is what my life looked like before I became organized. Missed deadlines, stress, and way too many reminders going off on my phone at once. For years, I thought I was just bad at managing my life. Turns out, I just had zero organized systems in place. But once I fixed it, everything changed. So in this video, I'll show you how you can turn chaos to organized and focused life. And no, this isn't some generic wake up at 4 a.m. motivational video. These are real, practical, and researched methods that I've been using for years and that actually have changed my life.
I used to think reminders would keep me on track.
Instead, they were just stressing me out. I had up to 10 reminders a day. By the time I snoozed one, another would go off. And it was like a never-ending cycle of stress. So here's what I did.
What did I do? Oh, yeah.
Instead of relying on constant reminders, I switched to a priority-based planning system. Introducing the Eisenhower matrix, a square split into 4 quadrants. On the top left, you've got the high-stakes tasks that are both urgent and important. These demand your immediate attention. The top right is for important tasks that aren't urgent. These are perfect for planning ahead. The bottom left is for tasks that are urgent but kind of meh in importance, which you might want to delegate. And finally, the bottom right holds tasks that are neither urgent nor important. These are your distractions. By categorizing your tasks, you ensure you're focusing on what really matters. But now I had to tackle my tasks and responsibilities. And in my case, I had a ton of projects I had to manage. As an artist, I was constantly juggling storyboards, trying to piece everything together, creating dozens of mood boards every week, brainstorming sessions that would go for hours, and more. Every project felt like a mountain to climb. And honestly, I was too stubborn to learn new tools. I thought it would take weeks to learn and master something new. So I stuck with my old clunky methods even when they were eating up my time. I used to waste hours piecing together ideas with scattered papers and countless sticky notes. My process was chaotic and I felt overwhelmed every time I had to present a creative project. But then I found Milanote. And thanks to them for sponsoring this video, now instead of juggling multiple apps and piles of paper, all my creative ideas live in one organized space. Milanote is a tool for organizing your creative projects. Just like with this video, I'm using Milanote to plan and organize my projects into several boards, such as a mood board, brainstorm board, and a storyboard. And I can be as creative as possible, adding images, links, color swatches, or organizing my content into columns to finally create a perfect project that will guide me through any process. Like in this case, having a storyboard where I can clearly plan each and every step helps me to keep my filming process smooth without any interruption. Milanote makes starting a new project easy, with over 100 built-in templates available for every type of creative project. For example, I use the script template to store all my content ideas in one space. Here I can add any notes I want, even inspirational visuals to remember what exactly I had in mind. And when you're ready to share your work, you can invite your team to gather important feedback and collaborate with them in real time. This makes it so much more easy to get everyone on the same page and start working on your creative projects together.
And the best part is that Milanote is free with no time limit. So sign up for a free Milanote account using the link in the description. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah.
But even after learning all this, I still had a problem with my schedule. I wasn't too busy for fun. I just didn't know how to schedule anything properly. I'd finish one task, stare at my overwhelming to-do list and think there's no way I can do anything else. But I couldn't keep missing out on life, so it had to be fixed. Introducing time blocking. Get a calendar and start organizing your weeks. I start by sketching a weekly overview with themes for each day by assigning shorthand labels, like EM for emails that I have to write that day, W for workout, T for task management, where I actually do most of my professional work, and so on for each respective responsibility. Then I color code to my preference to keep things clear, and most importantly, I try to schedule important tasks ahead of time so that I can see when and how much free time I have to spend on whatever I want.
This usually takes me about 30 minutes at the start of every month, but it's better to spend 30 minutes than to lose hours because your lazy butt chose to live in chaos. You can also create this in a digital calendar, which would take you even less time to make your schedule. But if you prefer hands-on approach, then bullet journaling might be your best bet.
It's a flexible analog system that lets you combine to-do lists, calendars, and even a diary in one place. I start by organizing my week, then creating daily logs and lists for projects and tasks that I want to accomplish that week.
And you can be as creative as you want with this type of journal.
And of course, these tasks and plans need to be accomplished. So when I was fighting my lazy brain, I found a technique called Pomodoro, where you basically set a timer for 25 minutes, work intensely, then take a 5-minute break. After 3 or 4 cycles, you earn yourself a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes.
I know it's a bit technical, but it's a great way to boost your focus and stave off burnout by keeping your mind refreshed. So keep the balance between your work and rest.
Alright, let's wrap this up with some powerhouse organizing steps to enhance your productivity. First up, getting things done, or GTD. Developed by David Allen, it's all about capturing every task or idea in a treasured system. I write everything down, clarify the next actionable step, categorize it, and then review my list regularly. It clears my mind so I can laser focus on what really matters.
Next, basically, keep your room clean. When your room is clean, your mind is too.
And that goes for your digital space as well. Just clean that mess you have on your desktop and emails.
Moving on with goal setting.
I use the SMART framework: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This turns vague dreams into clear, actionable plans. I write them down, track my progress, and adjust as needed.
So I always know my next step. I know this all might sound a bit cheesy, but this really helps to remember everything that's happening in your life.
And finally, regular reviews and reflections. Incorporate quick check-ins at the end of each day and do a more detailed review weekly or monthly. This constant reflection helps you understand what's working and what needs tweaking, so your system stays on point. All these tools eventually teach you not just how to be organized, but how to stay focused in your life and achieve the best possible results.
This can change everything if you just give it a chance. And remember, don't stop here.